Hi, this is Whitney with PolicyPak Software, and in the last video, we saw how to handle elevation problems where you needed to elevate an application or an installer or a control panel applet, even if your user is a standard user. However, we still have some problems that we need to solve here. I can run CamPlay as a standard user, and that's just a video player, and it's innocuous. So is Notepad+, but it's a portable app, and who knows where it came from or what it does. And here I have this ransomware simulator, and as a standard user, oh my god, it's eating all of my documents. It could be doing who knows what. So that's clearly a problem. So we need to rectify this with the SecureRun portion of PolicyPak's Least Privilege Manager. We're going to do like we did before, where we're going to create the policy, we're going to export it as XML, we're going to wrap it up in an MSI, and then deploy it using an MDM service. In my case, I'm using AirWatch, but you can use it whatever you like that works for you, like MobileIron or Intune. So let's go over to my management station here. And let's open up that same GPO that we created earlier to elevate the applications that we wanted to. Let's go find, we did this on the computer side, so let's just keep doing that. And we're going to go inside of this collection here like we did before, and I'm going to add a new SecureRun policy. And what SecureRun does is it only allows applications to run if they are owned by someone on the SecureRun members list here. So if it's an application that is installed or owned by the standard user, then it won't run, which means that ransomware, CamPlay, Notepad+, none of that's going to run. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's tell it OK. And like we did before, let's go ahead and export this collection as XML. And I'm actually just going to overwrite what I had before. So I'll say yes. And now we need to wrap that XML up in an MSI. We're not going to create a new MSI like we did before. We're actually going to edit the existing MSI, and then we can redeploy that. So I'm going to go find my exporter tool down in my PolicyPak folder here. And in this case, we're actually going to open an existing MSI installer rather than creating a new one. So we'll click Next. It wants to know which one we want to open. It's that Least Privilege Manager one. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that old XML, and I'm going to add back in the XML we just created. And we're going to leave it installed for computer. We're still going to target all users, and we're going to say Next, and give it a policy name. And you notice that there's a new product version now, so we version that as we go. So I will click Next again. We're going to save it just like we did before. We'll replace that, and we've done it. All right, now I just need to deploy this using my MDM service. So I'm going to pause the video, make sure that it gets uploaded and then deployed to my machine, and then we'll see the end result. So we'll be right back. And we're back. Just as before, if I go to the control panel, I can see that my Least Privilege Manager PolicyPak settings are indeed installed on here, but it's deployed with that new MSI, so it's going to contain that extra information that says smack down stuff that's not owned by a person on the SecureRun list. So now, when I go to CamPlay, I've been blocked, and Notepad+ also blocked, and as expected, Ransomware Simulator also blocked. Now, just to put a fine point on it, these will open just fine. These were installed as an admin. It's by someone that's on the SecureRun list. So if I open WinZip, Firefox, etc., there's no problem there. And also, iTunes will open just fine because it is installed as an admin when we install it, because we installed it elevated. So that opens up all just fine. But now we realize, whoops, we like CamPlay. That's a good program. We want to let that one through. So we're going to go back to our management station and make a few changes, and we'll do all those same export and deploy and all of that. So let's edit this, and let's go back over to our computer side here. And I want to elevate CamPlay, or not even elevate it, just allow it through. So I'm going to use a simple rule. I'm going to use the hash of it again, and I'll go Next, and I'm going to select the reference file here, and I'm going to scroll down here and grab CamPlay, and we don't actually need to run it with elevated privileges. We just want to run it at all. So we're going to allow and log, and I'm going to let cam play run. So we'll finish that. Whoops, I didn't put it in the collection. I'll just drag it into that collection there. There we go. And so now we can go back to the collection and export it once again. And we're just going to throw it right back there on the desktop. We'll overwrite that same file there. And we're going to renew that MSI and deploy it, and we'll see CamPlay run from there. So let's go grab this, do that, create a new MSI just like we did before. We will get rid of the old XML. We'll add back in the new stuff. We'll go next, and once again we've versioned it one more time, as you can see, and save it just as we did before. And there we go. Now I just need to redeploy that, and we will have CamPlay let through that SecureRun door. So we'll pause and come right back. And we're back. So we got everything redeployed, and now when I go click on CamPlay, there it is. We let it right through. We can't open Notepad P still. We also still can't open Ransomware Simulator. We specifically said to allow CamPlay only, and we've done it. So that's how you're going to deal with unknownware or possibly ransomware or malware, who knows. But that's how you're going to smack that right down, but then maybe allow something through that you know to be good. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.